Kids don't forget.
Kids don't forget.
You kids don't forget.
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 Hi, my name is Rayvon Grayson Jr.
What up, Rayvon? How you doing this morning?
I'm blessed, man.
So it's good to hear the actual person say their name, because we've all had our names like just destroyed over the years growing up. What are some of the things that you've gotten?
Growing up, mostly Raven.
Mostly people pronounce you Raven. Yeah. Does that grind your gears, or you don't really care that much?
Nah, I got used to it. It wasn't, it's not really a big thing anymore.
Okay.
And then you know the show, That's So Raven was popular growing up.
Right. Oh, right. Well, Raven Simone, so this is kind of like, all right, call me Raven, Rayvon, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced Rayvon.
Just know my name.
Okay. Yeah. What were some of your nicknames growing up?
RJ. Pretty
Okay.
much around high school, people would call me. But in my family, I'm still Little Rayvon.
Okay, Little Rayvon. Was that your dad's name Rayvon too when they called you Little Rayvon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who created RJ? Where'd that come from?
I created RJ.
Okay.
When we moved from the city to a country area.
Okay.
I was being a little private with my name. So I wasn't too happy we moved. You
said also previously that you also had Bishop for a time.
Well, Bishop, that's my frat name. That's my line name.
Oh, really? They called you Bishop. Okay.
After Pac from Juice.
Nice. And then there was also your boxing nickname.
Oh yeah. My boxing coach. That's funny. He calls me the long arm of the law.
The long arm of the law. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Why did he?
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Oh man. I think it's because of my jab. I got long arms. So
Okay.
Most people I could touch without them touching me.
So he called you the long arm of the law. So your reach, if you stick somebody with the jab, it's hard for them to hit you back. Got it. Where you from?
Originally, I was born in Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
Browntown area.
Okay.
Maryland Avenue.
Describe Browntown. Like, describe your neighborhood growing up.
It, to me, wasn't the worst.
Okay.
You know, still when I drive through it today, it's not the worst. But I mean, to look at it now, would I want to live there today? Not really. You know, would I want to purchase some real estate there? Yes, and kind of rebuild it.
Why wouldn't you want to live there? Personally,
only because, I mean, you know, we grow as we get older. Oh, yeah, we grow as we get older.
Okay.
And, you know, I just feel like when things get better, you try to do better.
Got it.
So it was a situation that showed our progression. It was where we once was, you know.
So that Browntown.
That's no shame to it because it made me who I am today. I love it.
Got it.
I love to take my kids there. And
so for you personally, you grew up around there, but you don't want to spend the rest of your life there. You want to live somewhere else. Got it.
And I think the area, you know, deserves more attention.
Okay.
You feel me?
From?
Just the community to put more into it.
Okay.
You know, I think it could look and be even more beautiful than what it is.
Okay. Now, is that area also called Hidden Valley?
Yeah. That's like the other half of it.
So okay.
It's like
so
half and half. Half is Browntown, half is Hidden Valley.
Okay, got it.
So it's just two different sides. You could go a block over as Hidden Valley. It's all the same. My bus stop was on Hidden Valley pretty much. And my grandfather and we lived in Browntown. You know, the basketball court was in Browntown. Hidden Valley had a basketball court too, but we ain't really hooped there that much.
Okay.
Everybody came over here.
So did you grow up in a house with both parents?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
So you had your mom and your dad the whole time?
Yeah. There were periods. You know, my parents went through it, and they were separated.
Okay.
They were married for about 24, 25 years, I want to say. My mom had me at 15.
Okay.
So, you know, yeah.
Got it.
I had a lot of wisdom around me.
Do you think that your childhood was quote unquote better because you grew up in a two-parent household? Like for example, all your friends, did they have two-parent households? Did you know a lot of other kids with two parents?
That's a good question. I like that. I do have friends, and when I think about the closest ones, Nah, not everybody. No.
Okay.
Not everybody. No.
So if you were to
Not at
compare
all,
your
man.
childhood to
Not at all.
your boys who didn't have both parents, do you think that you had certain advantages over them per se? In terms
I
of
guess,
parenting.
in a sense, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to say so. You
Okay.
know, unfortunately.
Right.
But maybe in a sense, yeah. But at the same, I've always tried to give my friends what my father gave me, as far as be beneficial to them, and you know the wisdom that I got. I definitely try to pass off to my friends.
Now you said sporadically your dad wasn't there.
Yeah. We had ups and downs like every family, man.
Okay.
You feel me?
So when your dad was not there, do you
Around.
think that it affected you personally, or was it the
Definitely
same?
affected us.
Okay.
Definitely affected us.
How so?
Because I had to raise my little brother.
Okay.
You know, so
Now, if you're 10 years old, how old is your little brother?
I'm 7 years older than Jair.
So if you're 10, he's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, that's my baby. I
it.
raised him. I named him. So you know.
Okay.
And like, yeah.
So when your
It
dad
affected us.
when your dad wasn't there, did you have like a babysitter if your
Yeah,
mom wasn't
at times,
home?
Yeah. But even still, if I had to get my brother ready for school, I did that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Those situations only make you better. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Like they only make you better. They only make you greater. You know,
Okay.
it depends on how it's perspective.
Right.
Depends on how you look at it.
Okay.
You know, who would have known? You know.
Right. How would you describe your relationship with your parents, with your mom, and with your dad?
I love my mom.
Okay.
It's
Excellent.
my best friend.
Right.
Love her.
To this day, she's your best friend.
To this day.
Okay. Okay.
Deontay Wilder.
And what's your mom's name? Miss what?
Joanna Grayson. That's my mama.
Miss Joanna.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Miss Joanna.
Man. Yeah. For that song. But yeah, that's my mama. My dad. Our relationship was a bit rocky, but to say the least, like it was rocky because I didn't understand the value of it until he passed.
Okay.
So once I realized when he wasn't here anymore,
Right.
you know what I mean? It was more so like, oh, okay, I didn't like this dude because he was the only person in the world.
How old were
Could
you
tell me
when
what
he
to do.
passed?
When he passed, my dad is 2021.
Yes.
He passed in September 25th, 2016.
Oh, so you were already grown. You were already
Yeah,
grown when
yeah.
this happened.
So I'm
Okay.
32.
So growing up,
28.
you always had them.
28.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
28.
You're 28 now?
I'm
Oh, you-
32.
you were
32
20.
as of Monday.
Right. So you
Yeah.
were 28. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't. To me, it didn't matter for me because I had him all those years. For me, it mattered about my little brothers. Like I said, I was
Got
7
it.
years older than Jair.
Right.
So that made him what, like 21.
Okay.
You know, just becoming a man. Then I also got another baby brother named Trayvon,
Okay.
and he's 13.
You got a little brother named Trayvon.
Yeah, 'cause he the
Ooh,
third.
so I know when that happened a couple years ago, that hit hard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's smart though. He's smart, just like my pop.
President Obama said, if I had a son, he would be Trayvon Martin. You literally have a little brother whose name's
Yeah.
Trayvon.
So when Trayvon Martin was murdered, that shit hit me. That
Right.
shit hit me. I remember crying on my porch.
Wow.
But when Trayvon died, I feel like that's what sparked everything that's happening now. That's
Okay.
when the world
Right.
changed. That's when the
That's when it
revolution began. Word.
first really started. Right.
Mhm. I
Right.
take that personal. I think everybody did.
What do you think that you got from your dad and your mom? Like
His
now that you're
strength.
older.
From my pop, his confidence,
Okay.
his charisma,
Okay.
and his in a sense, I may not be as wise as him, but I strive to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
And he was a chess player, so that's why I look to be as strong as him as far as just saying forthcoming things and studying and wanting to be better every day. That's who he was. My mom, damn, she worked hard, bro.
Okay.
She will put everybody on her back and climb a mountain. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what she do. So from her, I got that strength. You know, even if you don't want to do something, you still got to do it. You feel me? Because we could have been still at the bottom. You
Right,
feel me?
right.
But she climbed out of that shit. Like,
Okay.
That's just, you know, so for her, that endurance, to me, that's like, it might not be great, but perspective.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's why, I don't know, I got those traits from them. That to me, it's strength. They're rocks.
I bet you don't remember all the schools you went to growing up.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let's
remember every
start.
single one, probably.
Kindergarten, go.
So I went to Bancroft in Wilmington.
With a V or a B? Bancroft.
B-A-N-C, Bancroft.
Okay.
I don't remember much. I just remember that it was a raccoon was the mascot. And at the end
Okay.
of the year, I stole that raccoon too. I'm admitting this on camera.
You stole the raccoon, the school mascot?
Damn, yeah, that's bad. but the raccoon, if you was the best student, you know what I'm saying, you get to wear the puppet. You feel me?
Okay.
And in school, you know, everybody wanted to have that take the raccoon home for the weekend.
Right.
You know, I don't think I got it that year or whatever. I got it finally at the end of the year, man.
Okay.
So I kept it. I'm the best student.
All right, so you went there from, and then there was also Brader, right? Or no?
Okay, maybe I don't remember every single school.
Okay.
Because we did move a lot.
Okay.
So I can't recall every single one, actually.
Okay.
But I remember Bancroft. I remember Conrad. Off the top of my head right now.
Right.
Anyway. I remember...
Now, for 4th and 5th, I think you said you went to Brader when you lived in Elkton, Maryland.
No, okay, so that was... I went to Cecil
Manor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cecil
Okay.
Manor.
Okay.
And that was an experience.
So you remember Cecil Manor?
I remember Cecil Manor particularly because, like, I had a experience there with a teacher that affected me today. So
You feel like going into that?
it was small, like you know, you learning to write around that time. Cursive,
Okay. Right.
You know, that's
Which they don't teach in school anymore.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
bananas.
Sad.
Okay.
But cause that mean you ain't got no swag when you writing.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You take away cursive, you ain't got no personality in your handwriting.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That matters, but I guess everybody typing now.
Wait, so something happened with cursive?
Yeah, Miss Schaefer. She
Okay.
she had an issue with the way I was holding my pencil.
Really?
So yeah, I always held that against her. I didn't understand how, you feel me, somebody could hold their pencil wrong.
Interesting.
So now I feel like I'm one of the best writers. I know. But she
Okay.
didn't change the way I held my pencil. I still believed as long as I was doing it the correct way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There was no issue. And I think that's just.
So demonstrate.
I guess I've
How
always been like that.
did you hold your pencil?
I mean, you hold a pencil like this, right?
Like this.
But they tell you to like.
To hold it like that.
It like this or
Right,
something.
right.
Remember, like it's something crazy.
And you held it
But
like
I held it like this. I
Okay.
remember I used to always hold it like this.
And she had a problem with that.
Yeah, I used to get this bump over.
So
my
how did there
finger.
be was there a big thing? Like she called your mom or?
I just remember her correcting it.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
all.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
I obviously took offense.
That's something you never forgot.
Yeah,
Got it. All right. So from middle school, from elementary school, you moved on to middle school.
Yes, sir.
And
Conrad in Wilmington.
okay. Now
And that's not
Conrad
far
was
from
7th and
Browntown.
8th grade. So you went to Elkton through 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So 7th and 8th grade, you're at Conrad, which is back in Wilmington.
Yes.
Do you remember your experiences there?
Yeah, I mean, around that time, Conrad, that was middle school. We were living in Browntown then.
Okay.
You know, with my grandpa, my mom, and I. Pop
Okay.
was- Pop, I'm not sure where he was at.
Now, would you consider that the hood?
Shit, yeah, it's my hood.
Right.
It's the hood,
right.
you feel me?
Right.
Yeah, it's the hood,
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's my hood.
Because you mentioned that before that you had got bullied a little bit in Conrad.
Huh?
I said you mentioned before that you had got bullied a little bit in Conrad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did get picked on.
By Lewis. Was
Man,
you?
I think yeah.
Kid
I think
named
his
Lewis
name was
used
like
to,
Luis or something like that. It might have been like Louis Rodriguez, something like that, man. Hispanic kid. But it was a couple people, man. I used to get picked on for little things.
Okay.
But the crazy part about it.
So
is
in
the
middle
things-
school, you're not as tall as
I was
you are
tall,
today.
I was lanky, big feet.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Teeth was a little weird.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But the things I got picked on, they grew into being my
Your
skill set
staples.
as far as making me money.
Really?
You know? Yeah,
Example.
People used to pick on the way I walked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I can't tell you how many runways of grace.
So you got into modeling because of that. Okay.
Nah, not because of that. But I look back and I'm like, wow, they used to say, yo,
they used to clown the way you walk, and now you're a model.
How can you walk funny? And then now people got to pay me to learn how to teach a man how to walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, that's a conversation. That's crazy.
Okay.
Who would think you could get paid to teach someone how to walk?
Exactly.
It don't even sound right.
Right? It's something everybody learns how to do.
Exactly.
But you got to learn how to do it on the runway. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But even still, everyday life is the correct way to walk. Posture and everything like that.
Correction, because my dad used to make fun of how I walked.
My pop used to
daily. He's like, yo, you bounce on your toes when you walk. Some people might say that I still do it, even though I don't think that I do. But like for me personally, like when I walk correctly, like heel toe, like my back always used to hurt. And I think that's why I was walking like that as a kid, so that my back wouldn't hurt from walking correctly.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. But I just know you're supposed to walk, with a good posture. Like you got somewhere to go. Got it.
So that was one of the things that people picked on you about. Anything else?
They used to say I walk funny. My eyelashes was long.
Okay.
I don't know, man. A bunch of shit like that, but hey, I'm good.
So you moved. So that was around the time where Conrad switched uniforms.
Yeah. Then we ended up moving to the suburbs.
Okay, where?
And it was Newcastle.
Delaware. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I went to
in 8th grade, Gunning Bedford.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How so now you've been to two, really technically 3 middle schools. You've been to Elkton, you've been to Conrad, you've been to Gunning. Of the 3,
but the Elkton was like short-lived.
Okay. Elkton was short-lived. Yeah. What would you say was your favorite like of all the middle schools?
I lost my first fight in Elkton.
Really?
Yeah. We ain't talk about that.
You remember the kid you fought?
Yeah, his name was Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, man,
you remember how it started?
Too, man. I want to run that back.
You know?
I want to run that back.
Mike,
man.
we coming for you.
I would love to. I would love to. Any day of the week.
Do you remember what happened? How it started?
He tripped me, man. So he got close to me, But his foot went behind mine. He pushed me down. He's already 2 years older than me, man.
Oh, he's one of the older kids.
He's a big kid.
Okay.
But yeah. I would love to.
Now, but in Gunning Bedford, that's where you started to play basketball. Your height, you were able to use your height to your advantage.
Yeah. I was learning too.
What position did you play?
At that point in middle school, since I was tall, they had me playing like a center.
Okay.
Power forward, small forward.
Right.
But I had 2 big guys with me. Shout out to my man Langston Burke.
Okay.
And yeah.
And you had mentioned Langston was your childhood best friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My son's godfather.
Okay. Really. Also on your team, you mentioned Marcel, Robert.
Well, Marcel wasn't on the team, and Marcel and Rob, those are just my childhood best friends.
Okay.
I was actually supposed to get with Marcel yesterday. So if you see this, I'm sorry. I wasn't feeling well, man. I ended up taking a nap.
Now, part of it being that model, so you grew up kind of to be like the model / stripper / shirtless waitress. Like you found success in all of that, like the things that kids were clowning growing up.
That's how you bust that question. Model / stripper. Yeah, I was a male entertainer for. I started probably about 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
In Chicago. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But modeling was before then. Modeling led to personal training. Personal training led to the dancing, and the dancing led to boxing.
Wow, that's incredible. That's an incredible story.
Yeah.
So you go from Gunning Bedford in 8th grade to where in high school?
High school was William Penn in Middletown.
Delaware.
William Penn for 9th, 11th, and 12th, in Middletown for 10th grade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what happened where you did William Penn in 9th grade, you transferred to Middletown in 10th grade, and then back to William Penn in 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
What kind of happened there?
That's when I told you we ended up going out to the country.
Okay.
So I can't remember exactly, but I remember my mom and my pop had separated again. So
okay.
We went to Middletown, stayed with my titi Ruthie.
Okay.
So I lived in a Puerto Rican household during the time period. That's I loved it. I love that woman. I see her twice a week.
Okay.
My aunt Ruthie, my titi Ruthie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Titi Ruthie.
Yeah. But she didn't teach us Spanish. She didn't even teach her kids Spanish. I need to know Spanish. So somebody out there want to teach me.
So you had some interesting experiences in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You got your first job.
Yeah.
Do you remember
10th
your
grade,
first? Where'd
McDonald's and Burger King.
McDonald's and
first,
Burger King.
I got fired.
Wait. So McDonald's first.
Yeah. Then
You were
Burger
working
King.
there for how
Yeah,
long?
I got fired for. I was working there for a little while, but
Okay.
I got fired trying to be cool. This dude I thought was cool.
Right.
I was giving out free food to when they caught me giving out free food. So I couldn't tell my mom I got fired.
Right.
So on the way home, I went over to Burger King, applied, ended up getting that job.
Just like the same day.
Nah. I took a little bit, but I was able to get the job before my mom found out.
Okay.
I lost the McDonald's gig.
Okay. Got it.
But I always been a hustler, so I always know I had to work.
How long did you do Burger
some type
King?
of way. As long as I had to. I can't remember.
Okay. But you also had the Office Max job.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, what grade? What grade was Office Max?
Office Max. I was a older teenager.
Oh, so about 11th, 12th grade.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause I had a car then.
How was your Office Max experience?
Office Max was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Now, when growing up, did you ever have any trouble with the law?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Nothing violent, but no. I did. Okay. Yeah. I had some issues. I've had a few run-ins. Never no really horrible police interactions where it was like police brutality or anything like that.
Okay.
It's always been respectful for the most part.
Okay.
I believe because of the way I carry myself, but unfortunately, 2020 and so many more other people we lost from police brutality can't say the same.
Right. Let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst ever and 10 being the best possible, how would you rate your childhood?
Okay. Perspective.
Okay.
Once again, you know what I mean? Because if I was to tell you a 1, right, and think about all my bad times,
Right.
That's easy. That's an easy way out to me.
Okay.
Right? And then that's disrespectful to the people who attempted to raise me. You
Okay.
feel me?
Okay.
So my life, for what I believe, was the best. So I will say a 10.
A 10.
That's just
Okay.
being honest.
Okay.
The lowest I'm gonna go is an 8. Shit.
Okay.
But definitely a 10. Why not? And
So
11.
people probably will want to know what consists of a 10 childhood.
Like I told you, man, my mom endured some tough times.
Okay. Okay.
My father was in and out, but he did the best he could. He had his issues. Times was hard, coming up during that period.
Okay.
You feel me? But they fought.
Okay.
So for me to say or dwell on the bad things, I just feel like that wouldn't be honorable. You feel me?
Got it.
And my father raised me to be noble, honorable as far as and stand on your own shit. You got to handle what's yours. Your life is your life. That's just how I feel about it. And I done been through some shit.
Okay.
Slept in my car. I done slept in my car with my dog. And people don't know stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma, you asked my grandma,
Right.
My grandma Audrey, love you. That's my dad's mom. If you ever say to her, how you doing? She gonna say, I'm fine, ain't no reason to complain.
I know that's
It
right.
ain't gonna change nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, perspective once again, so I gotta give my life a 10.
Okay. Now, are you a parent today?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You have a lovely.
I have a son and a daughter.
Okay. What are their age
13 and
ranges?
14.
13 and 14.
Yeah.
So you know your parents. You know their parenting styles and how they raise you because you were there. What would you say are some similarities and differences between your parenting style and your parents' parenting style?
I've never given my kids a beating.
Okay.
Not to say my parents gave me a lot of beatings, but I got a couple beatings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But shoot, I think a lot of these kids need beatings. But
your parents were strict.
Sensitive nowadays.
Right,
man. You can't say nothing nowadays without somebody whining and thinking you're supposed to care because they crying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you're crying don't change the matter of what's in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
What's right is what's right. What's wrong is wrong.
Right.
Simple as that.
So your parents were strict. It seems like you're strict too.
I wouldn't even say they were strict. My daddy was strict.
Okay.
For real.
Okay.
My daddy was very strict. You couldn't get nothing past him. But for me, I just feel like with everything I've been through,
Right.
you know, you learn to build a demeanor to where it's like, I say it again, tough times don't last, tough people do. It's perspective. You know what I'm saying? So for me, everything is just the way I look at it. And I done been down and out too, so I understand what people go through.
So it sounds like
ain't
you
got
grew up in
nothing,
a
no meals to eat.
Right.
You ain't making no job. You ain't got no income.
Right.
Like I understand times is hard, but like even in the hardest of times, I done had conversations with homeless people.
Right.
I feed the homeless people whenever I can.
Right.
You know, because that's what makes me feel good.
Okay.
You know, but I feel like everybody got to try to do something.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
If that's your cards dealt in hand, you just got to handle it. You just got to do what you got to do. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You know, and a lot of people might say, man, he's just being fucking a prick or he non-insensitive or whatever.
Right.
But life don't show no mercy either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't really care. You know what I mean?
Right.
For real, bro. And I learned that. So I just feel like everything that come at me, I handle. Life is hard. You gotta be harder.
Do you have a worst childhood day or time period that you would like to forever forget?
Worst childhood day. It's hard for me to pinpoint one thing.
Okay. Now, before you had mentioned that there was an incident with your dad.
Oh, like, I mean, man, it's a lot of incidents.
A lot of incidents.
Yeah.
A lot of incidents.
So many incidents with him. You know, yeah, it's a lot with him.
Okay.
But if I'm thinking like, worst childhood. What would that consist of to you though? What would you think would be like the worst childhood memory?
A day that you wish like you could
Because
erase.
I could say getting arrested, but if you've been arrested so many times, you
Right.
get used to it.
But maybe the first time.
Well, the
like
first
I
time
got
for
in trouble a
anybody,
lot.
it makes you nervous.
Right.
But after that, it's just routine.
Okay.
It's just business.
Okay.
Come on, let's get this over with so I
Right.
can hurry up and get back out on the streets.
So for you personally, it's so many moments and so many like you can't pinpoint one per se.
I can't pinpoint one. Because
All right.
I guess my perspective on everything is I dealt with it. Like,
Okay.
yo, I'm really trying to think too. What would be yours?
For me personally, well, like you said, I got a couple, but one happened in 5th grade where my fifth grade teacher, Miss Glenn, called my house and told my mom that I wanted to be part of a gang. And when yeah, exactly. When my dad got home that day, that was like, without going into detail, one of the first longest night of my life ever. That was a long night, and I hated Miss Glenn for that. And I didn't even talk in school for like 2 weeks. So I would love to erase that personally.
Well, maybe my worst childhood memory. See, and then I can't even say that because all of that shit made me. That's what made me. So how can I say nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay, so let's flip it. Do you have a favorite childhood day or time period that if you could, you would love to go back to?
Man, I miss. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when you think of like of a more like intimate side, like you know, probably like the first time I helped my son.
Okay. How was that? How was that experience?
It was empowering. You know,
Okay.
to say the least.
Okay.
You know, because I was in North Dakota when he was born. I was in college. I was
Okay.
playing basketball up there.
Okay.
So my mom was there, but when I came back, you know, I had to meet him, you know, first time.
Okay.
So they was home. And I don't think I'll ever forget that moment.
Is there anything in your childhood that you feel affected your life forever, negatively or positively? Anything that occurred in your childhood? Now, previously you had
things.
okay,
I mean, like
a few things. Okay,
like shoot, what losing your first fight, you know,
against Mike.
seeing my mom, my dad argue,
Okay,
you know, seeing the cops be called on him, shit like that.
okay,
Shit. I think we spoke before. I told you like 8th grade, like
Your first heartbreak.
girlfriend and shit, like all that type of stuff.
Okay, those
But
things
I mean,
affected you.
all those things, like I said, just like everything else, molded me into being who I am.
Okay, okay.
No,
And-
no, like I don't make any, no excuses about anything,
Okay.
But I mean everything, like losing my virginity, shit, all that. Everything.
Okay. Now,
Affected me forever.
I do want to
Yeah.
go back for a second.
Yeah.
You said that when you had your first child, after the first time you held your first child when you were 18, you were in
I
North.
just turned 19.
You had just turned 19. You were in North Dakota when your child was
When he was
born.
born. Yeah.
How did you get to North Dakota?
I was playing college basketball.
You were playing college basketball
at Minot State University.
at Minot State. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. And,
okay. That's actually in Minot, North Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where Wiz Khalifa was born. A lot
Really?
of people don't know that. Yeah.
Okay. So how'd you get to Minot?
Had a cousin that moved there for the Air Force
Okay.
and just finished high school.
Right.
My cousin Malika.
Okay.
That's my baby.
Shout out to Malika.
Shout out to Malika.
Okay. So she was already living there, and you moved with her, or
Yep.
like how?
She's named after my mom.
Okay.
Her
Okay.
my mom's middle name is Malika's first
Okay.
name. So we've always been close. Like I'm first grandchild in the family
Okay.
on my dad's side.
Okay.
And first boy on my mom's side.
Interesting.
So Malik and I always been close. When she was taking this long drive, because she was driving to move there with her newborn child, and
Oh, so she just had a newborn too. So your two
So
kids
she
are
was
growing up
relocated.
together.
No. We moved out there before my son was born.
Okay.
My son was born while I was out there.
Okay. Got it.
You know.
Oh, so
Well,
your
she
son's
moved out
older
there, I'm sorry.
cousin.
I was going out there to visit to help her move in. You know
Really?
what I'm saying?
And you wound up
But
staying?
I ended up getting a basketball scholarship.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's another thing. Like people will make excuses, man. Like for me, I didn't get a basketball scholarship coming out of high school.
Right.
I had to go get one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, those opportunities didn't come to me. I didn't get the GPAs.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. Proud about it. My friends went to college right away.
Okay.
They had those households that were on them about going to schools.
Right.
They had people helping them fill out financial aid and all that stuff. And I'm not saying I didn't because I could have used the resources at school.
Okay.
But how many kids really do? You think about that shit but care.
Got it.
I just wanted to go to college. But when I finished high school, everybody started saying, I ain't got the money for that. I ain't got the money for that. That fueled me to figure it out. So when she was bouncing, I said, this is my only opportunity. I went out there, called every college in the area, and I went and tried out for the team. Bro.
So you're from the city in Wilmington, Delaware. The city. You're a city kid.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Minot, North Dakota. What was that experience like?
It was a blessing because I always remembered the quote, a man has to go into the wilderness to find himself.
Okay.
So for me, North Dakota was that wilderness.
You felt like you found yourself. How so?
Throughout, I was taken from what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? I was forced to adapt. And then on top of that, I was getting in trouble back home.
Right.
So it was best for me to leave anyway. Honestly, I remember I had to go to court one time, and the judge told me, go ahead and leave, and I'll come back here. You know what I'm saying? So shit, kudos to him.
So that was the last time you went to court back home.
Mm-hmm.
What was that for?
I left from North Dakota, bro. I was on probation for some shit.
Okay.
I remember my PO was calling me, talking about, you gotta come back home. I'm like, man, I was out in North Dakota trying to change my life. I ain't give a fuck about what he was talking about, bro. You feel me? Y'all gotta get me.
Okay.
Spend those funds.
So he
But I
knew,
was out there for 4
your
years.
probation officer knew you were in North Dakota.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, they'll just be dicks, man. They'll do whatever they think they can get away with.
Right,
But,
right.
The government only scared who they can.
So you played basketball in college for 4 years?
Yes.
All at Minot?
No, I did some transfers in there.
Okay.
Because I kind of treated college like the NBA. I thought I was going
A free agent?
Go there. Yeah, I was rocking, man.
So you left Minot and went
I
where?
left Minot because I was trying to go to the league.
Okay.
Like, man, let me
Okay.
go get a championship over here.
What did you play? What was your position?
I was a point guard.
You were a point guard. Okay. And shooting guard.
combo.
Okay. So you went from Minot to where?
I ended up going to Oakland.
To Oakland, California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Alameda County.
Okay.
And didn't stay there long.
In fact, that's the College of Alameda. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
didn't
mentioned
stay
you
there
were there for like a month.
It might have been, about a month, a little bit longer.
Okay.
I didn't stay there too long.
Okay.
I ended up going back to North Dakota.
Okay.
Right? And then after North Dakota, because this year where I did that moving around, I redshirted.
Right.
After North Dakota, I went to a school in Chicago.
Okay.
Called Sauk Valley.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Yeah. Sauk Valley community. You
Yeah.
played basketball there.
Yes.
So compare the three neighborhoods. So you were in North Dakota, the three states in general. Like, how would you compare Delaware, North Dakota, Illinois, and California? Like where you were.
Compare 'em, I wouldn't compare them, but Delaware to me was kind of like North Dakota in a sense.
Really?
Except North Dakota was spread out. Hell yeah, they got the same stuff. Movie theater, bowling alley with a bar,
Right.
same stuff.
So North Dakota is exactly the same. Like people from the city, from like a regular like rural city, like cities that we've heard and states that we are more common. We kind of know what they're like. We're like the hood is the hood is the hood. You've been
I
to
mean,
one
they were
city,
way more polite there.
way more
You know?
polite than in
definitely.
Wilmington.
Difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, big difference. Big
Okay.
difference. When I say the same, I just mean like you adapt to something.
Okay.
And then you notice, no matter where you at in the world,
Right.
you know, it's all the same. It's just different placement.
So were there big differences between like Oakland and Chicago?
Oakland, man. Oakland was amazing.
Okay.
Seeing palm trees for me was an experience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything about Cali was cool. I felt like I was supposed to be there.
Okay. 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 And then Chicago.
When I had to go back to North Dakota, I cried on that bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you
I
caught the
was
bus. That's a long bus ride home.
Well, I flew there, but you know,
Okay,
since I
they
couldn't
caught the bus back.
perform out there, I had to bounce.
Right. Right.
But it was
right.
a blessing just getting a hoop out there with those cats, man. Cali dudes is different. The Bay Area cats is different. You
Okay.
know?
How so?
Smooth, man, shout out to them. They so smooth.
So
They
smooth.
just real cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like
Okay.
that.
And then Chicago. So you went from North
Chicago's
Dakota
way
and
rougher.
then to Chicago.
Yeah,
How was
rougher.
Chicago?
Chicago taught me how to hustle.
It taught you how to
I feel
hustle
like it's a big reason why I am who I am. Our years there.
because of
And
Chicago.
we moved there after I graduated high school.
Okay. Really. Really. Okay. Okay. So you're in Loves Park, Illinois.
That's where my mom lives.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
still.
how would you
Today.
compare that to Wilmington? The differences.
So you gotta think, like, I told you my mom worked hard to get us out of where we came from.
Got it.
So when we left, we're coming from the East Coast to the Midwest.
Okay.
Money changes. So the money she was making on the East Coast is more beneficial.
Okay.
In the Midwest, life is a bit slower.
Okay.
Us coming from the East Coast.
Okay.
You know, so we was able to get what we paid on the East Coast more in Midwest. So life in Illinois to me is beautiful.
Okay.
My mom living good.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I'm sure she would tell you she could do better.
Now, is that where you were doing your modeling in Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago, Wisconsin, Indiana, Philly, New York.
Oh, modeling took you all over the country.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. What was your favorite place?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, really? Where were you in Wisconsin? Madison or Milwaukee?
Madison.
Madison.
Yes.
Now, would
But
you-
I mean, I love Chicago though.
Okay.
Chicago's awesome too. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, Wisconsin got some pretty women.
really?
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah, some
Okay.
of the prettiest women.
Okay. That you saw, that you've seen in your.
I hope I
Okay.
ain't offending nobody.
Let me ask you, what is your overall perception of how your childhood affected your life? Like overall.
Bro, I think about the first beating I ever got.
Okay.
Right.
You remember it?
Yeah.
You know what you did?
Mhm.
Okay.
I wanted more ice cream, right? So I got ice cream.
You
I still
wanted
love
more ice cream?
Yeah. But I wanted, we had the chocolate syrup. You know,
Okay.
Back then it was the kind that hardened on top of ice cream.
Okay.
I don't care for this kind today.
Right.
But I wanted more syrup. My mom
Okay.
didn't give it to me. So I threw the bowl of ice cream at the wall, man.
Really?
Yeah, she tore my ass up. I still, that's funny, I remember that, right?
Okay.
And I went to stay with my grandma for like a week and I ain't talked to my mom. That was my first beating.
Okay.
It's funny. Now you bring up all these childhood memories. I think about with that, there was another one I just forgot real quick.
But that one, you saying that first beating affected your life because of how?
Because I think that shows how, even as a kid, I didn't take no for an answer, bro.
Huh.
You feel me?
Huh.
I just didn't settle for that shit.
Huh.
No
So she
matter.
didn't beat it out of you. It was always in you.
Nah, man.
Okay. Okay.
You know, even then, like I told you before, the first book my dad ever gave me was a Malcolm X book.
Okay.
Like a Frederick Douglass in that Turner biography.
Okay.
So.
And you read
maybe
those.
He knew too. Maybe he's seen it too.
Right.
You know?
So what do those books do to you? Like reading those?
They build character.
Okay.
They build character. Because when you know who came before you, you
Right.
know who you are.
Right.
Like that shit is empowering.
Okay.
You know, you walk different. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I feel like that's another reason why you asked me how did having both parents affect me.
Right.
I feel like that right there helps you out. Because when you look at I won't say a lot of our leaders.
Okay.
But a good amount of our leaders have both parents. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
When I think about them, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They all had their parents, you know? So I guess it does really affect people. You need to know where you came from. Or you need to have some type of guidance. Like my daddy not always been there, but I found leadership characteristics in other men. You know?
Interesting. Okay. Now you cannot speak for them, but in your personal opinion, are your kids having a better childhood than you had?
I would like to say yes.
Okay. Why?
But at the same time, it's so different these days because now the kids want to be behind the phone and they're so digital.
Right.
You know,
Technology
now,
has changed.
My parents were more hands-on.
Okay.
You feel me? Nowadays, I feel like parenting is a bit laid back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's still hands-on. Don't get it confused. I'm still in the PTA. I'm still showing up to the dances.
Okay.
I'm still chaperoning school trips.
Right.
You know, still got a tight leash.
Right.
You feel me? But it's more, I ain't gotta be all aggressive like my parents was with me.
Okay.
All in the face, you know, it's this or that. Like I
Right.
got to because they're more articulate nowadays from learning so much on the internet. I can just have a conversation. I can build with them and see why they are the way they are. And then we can build off that.
Okay.
And let them know, like, look, if you do this is how it's gonna be. You know, and the thing about that's different. See, growing up, I was a knucklehead. I had to learn through experience. You know, I feel like my kids, not only will they learn through experience, no, that's inevitable.
Right.
But they also listen. They understand there's options and things. So they're kind of, if you plant seeds, can't tell them what to do. Because telling you what to do don't work. Telling me what to do never worked.
Okay.
You know, it led to tattoo after tattoo after tattoo after tattoo. You know, don't do your hand. All right, Rayvon, just don't touch your neck. Or just don't touch your face, man. Now it's all over the place. My whole body's covered, but.
So let's see the hand.
This is a hybrid T-rose.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is a eagle owl.
The eagle owl, and then you got the face tattoo.
Yeah. It's a traditional rose with my birth year. A traditional rose
with your birth year. Interesting. Okay.
And yeah, I mean the eagle owl is just I feel like I have similar qualities. You know,
okay.
Like I spoke on my father being wise.
Right.
You know, I feel like I've been wise. I tried to be wise in the decisions I made. I ain't saying I'm the smartest. I ain't saying I'm the most righteous.
Right.
I'm not. But, you know, like I said.
So with that being said, I want you to give some advice to blank-year-old Rayvon. You pick the year. Give some advice to blank-year-old Rayvon now that you're the man that you became.
You know, maybe I would have told myself.
Wait, what age?
Just like I think from even 11 to 21.
Okay. 11 to 21-year-old Rayvon.
I think I could have told myself to be patient with myself.
Be more patient? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've always yearned. Maybe today I put pressure on myself.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how to say it, but deep down inside of me, I always felt like it was in me to be a leader or lead people, or those that I come to life with. I can't say everybody because I can't speak for everybody. Not everybody gonna respect me, but for those around me,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I've always felt like I was supposed to lead my people.
Okay.
Which is why I am who I am today, a personal trainer, you know, a health professional. I feel like I'm doing my deed to help. But I think I would have told myself to be more patient with myself. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself. I think I would have told myself to go ahead and face the fears that I thought, you know, when things now every day I pray for more and more courage. You know, I fear nothing. You know, but yeah, I think that probably be it. Be more patient.
With everything that you went through, you feel like you turned out to be a good dude.
Yeah, it is subjective. Perspective. Once again, you know what I'm saying? I'm good to somebody.
Right.
Somebody will tell you, yeah. You know, somebody else might not tell you. Might tell you a different story. You know, I'm happy with myself. I know I want to be better. You know what I'm saying? You know, my prayer is strong. You know, I am who I am. I get better